The rain was relentless that night. It fell in heavy sheets, blurring car headlights and soaking the cracked sidewalks of a sleepy town just outside of St. Louis. Inside the only open diner on Main Street, Nora Jennings sat at a corner booth, her fingers wrapped around a chipped coffee mug. She wore a nurse's scrubs and an exhausted expression. 12-hour shift. Third one this week. Her feet ached, her spirit felt thin, and she wondered, for the 100th time, how much longer she could keep doing this. Just then, the bell above the diner door jingled. In stepped a man, tall and ragged, his clothes drenched and clinging to him like a second skin. He paused, scanning the room as if unsure if he belonged. His name was Walter. And he didn't. The waitress, Patty, gave a sympathetic smile but didn't move to seat him. Walter shuffled toward the counter anyway. Nora watched him with tired curiosity. He looked like he hadn't had a warm meal in days. Maybe weeks. Something in her gut stirred. She stood up and called out softly, "You can sit here, if you'd like." Walter blinked at her, surprised, then nodded. He slid into the booth across from her, water dripping from his sleeves. They didn't speak for a long while. Nora flagged Patty and ordered Walter a bowl of chili and some coffee. No questions asked. "You didn't have to do that," he said eventually, his voice gravelly with wear. "I know," she replied. "But maybe someone would do the same for me someday." He looked at her with something like gratitude. Or maybe disbelief. They spoke for a little while. Nora learned that Walter used to be a carpenter. He lost his wife to cancer, his home to debt, and somewhere along the way, lost himself too. Life had been cruel in slow, unrelenting ways. "I used to build houses," he murmured, almost to himself. "Now I can't even find a place to sleep." Nora didn't offer pity. She offered presence. That night, she paid for his meal and handed him her late father's old raincoat from the back of her car. "It's not much," she said, "but it's warm." Walter stared at the coat, speechless. Then, quietly, "Thank you." They never saw each other again. 5 years later, the hospital was under renovation. Walls stripped, floors exposed, construction dust hanging in the air. Nora, now a senior nurse, weaved around tarps and scaffolding, juggling charts and training new staff. That day, one of the contractors walked in to speak with the hospital board. The man was well-dressed now, hair trimmed, a faint scar on his chin. When he saw Nora through the glass office doors, he stopped mid-sentence. After the meeting, he approached her. "You probably don't remember me," he said. "But I remember you." Nora tilted her head, uncertain. 5 years ago. Rainy night. Small diner. You gave me chili, coffee, and a second chance." Her eyes widened. "Walter." He smiled, a little choked up. "I got back on my feet. Found work. Started small. Now I own a modest construction company. We landed the bid to renovate this hospital. Funny how life works." She laughed, tears brimming. "What goes around comes around," he finished. Then he reached into his coat pocket and pulled out a folded paper. "This is a proposal. I'd like to donate the cost of the new staff lounge in your name, for everything you've given to others." Nora couldn't speak for a moment. The weight of years, of long shifts and lonely choices, suddenly felt seen, validated in a way she never expected. "Why?" she finally asked. Walter looked her in the eyes. "Because kindness is the only thing that ever truly changed my life. And you started it." The heart of the story. Kindness doesn't always give immediate returns. Sometimes it disappears into the world like a coin tossed into a fountain, forgotten by the hand that gave it. But kindness has a memory. It plants quiet seeds in the hearts of those who receive it. And one day, those seeds bloom in the places you least expect, when you need them most. Nora's story reminds us that no act of compassion is ever wasted. What goes around truly does come around. And when it does, it brings with it hope, healing, and a better world for all of us.